Blue 58! Green 19! Down on it! 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 Blue 58! Down on it! Green 19! Green 19! Look at you! Green 19! Green 19! Blue 58! Green 19! Green 19! Green 19! Blue 58! Blue 58! Green 19! Blue 58! Blue 58! Green 19! 319. 319.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Akron Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. On the other sideline, the Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The return is Williams. Good coverage by the Hunt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made a point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win. And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Once again, it's Warren. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
40 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Gainwell trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Third, they need 8.
Third down and 8.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. You see he is currently second in that category. On the bootleg, it's Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that pass play. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now, Jacobs. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. With that, we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 down from the 36.
Here we go.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. The screen working for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Here's Williams on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Steelers, first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. But when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with one. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to third down. This is third and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run up the middle was Warren. Steelers forward for maybe a yard. Harrington Valentine there on the tackle.
Brings up second and
Throwing Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's going to be taken down. They get 24 on that mark. Good for a Steelers first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now Rodgers. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Bullard. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Really nice play there by the defender, but he realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play quickly.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts, but the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and we're going to have to punt it away.
The Steelers offense get those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. He'll try to keep his footing. Manages looking ahead for a couple of yards. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll run, drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top, and we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down coming up. Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0. As they begin with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs who starts the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Jacobs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL. And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start this on the ground with one. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They run on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Rodgers now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 14-yard line. So what to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he searches forward for a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check right. They'll run the draw with Jacobs.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll go up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
To throw is Love. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. He's trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw is Love. Louisiana, Texas, Matthew Golden. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another
Ready.
first down.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From 31, here is second and 9.
Come on, set.
Now Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. 21 is the line to gain. We hit third down. Get this over the middle to Golden. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Set. Ready.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And a good job following his blocker is a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Set.
Now get to Jacobs. He'll run right, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at it, engaging where the marker is, and getting there to set up first and goal. Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. A second effort, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score, the offense tries to reboot and get going. First and 10. From 29, here's second and a couple. Once again, it's Warren. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
3 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Warren. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's second down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Third down and 9. Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Check, pick.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on second and 4. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here now, third and 5. Love. And hot. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. On the handoff, this is Jacob. They try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. 3rd and 9. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain. Let's go for our Packers. First down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Jacobs. And he'll only be able to look for a couple of yards. The veteran Darius Slay. They're on the stop. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Look, great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. That one is good. And the Packers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Steelers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive. As they'll begin here with first down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's going to try it here again. That one broken up, and it's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That's incomplete.
Come on, guys.
Ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Quick slash into the hands of Golden. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come off. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. So Matt LaFleur will send out the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Mile High, the Broncos at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is George Pickens. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Cowboys get the victory here. They win it by 10. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Michael Pittman Jr. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Colts move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Rashid Shaheed. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Saints get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he's going to be taken down to the 37. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 1.
Throwing Rodgers. Moving to his right. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. The offense not coming off the field. And here's fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And He will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First down.
Flip it the 8.
First and 10 at the
Again, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Madden.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Got room at the 30. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. A throw on the move is caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now it's decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? On comes the Packers punting team. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So from the 25, it's second and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Rodgers. I had a defender break all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Love to throw. Complete to Jacobs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. On play action, quick throw, taken in, and he taken down after a gain of 9, and third down, coming up.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd.
Ready.
Here's Love. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year. extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers able to add on. It is now the kickoff team is out in the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Rodgers going up top again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one style. As he'll come on to kick for the fifth time here tonight. To return, it's Nixon. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. On second down, Jacobs. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he's going to set up these guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Rodgers on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone.
Touchdown! Finally!
And he's got it. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his third touchdown hit this year.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, beats the 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they tried to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one. Still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll send the tight end in motion. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Packers set to kick this one away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. He'll find his big target. Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert it.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 2.
Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's going to look downfield once again.
Touchdown again.
Score! Roman Wilson. Touchdown Steelers.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it into the touchdown.
Boswell down for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
27. Steelers 14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's left side. Caught by Musgrove. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he gets this up close to the 40. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
Let's go.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop up. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
What are you doing, Cars?
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite ends of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third down, 3 to go.
Set, ready.
From the gun, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense went, what do they tell you? You want to stay ahead of the chain. You want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable.
That's going to be blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with first and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
The shotgun is A-Rod. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad call, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love firing to Golden. And a good job rallying to the football. Golden just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Here we go. Here we go.
first and 10 at the 13.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
They smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll throw here on third and short. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
Conversion.
Spike 60. Spike 97. Ready.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll let Jacobs try to run this in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively. To able to get that stop, at least come off the field and catch their breath.
There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime hitman in Pittsburgh. The Steelers get set to take over once more. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Things not looking good. But See if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll be third down. Here's Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. Now he's free to midfield. He's to the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They're climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple of things to bounce their way.
On for the extra point is Boswell. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Bo Melton on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Look at the three tight ends here on first and 10. They'll start off with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Second, Andy Leonard. Play action with Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. A tough spot here. Third and long. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them.
Come on!
It's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways. But he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up having the corner breach, and now they're heading back to the sideline, though, and they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
We'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. Nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up third and inches.
Don't need much. It is third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This is Jason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way and sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Love. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 4.
Love to throw. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 30.
That is Musgrave for Madden motion. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That is second touchdown tonight. They're trying to pick this up with a run. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Williams now to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for us Steelers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
Working out the gun. It's Rodgers. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Warren. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
Let's go now. Cut.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with his defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense says, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Check P.
On play action, Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Pick up on the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Opposite. Green.
They'll run with Wilson. And he is upended. Boy, awkward little tackle. And taken down behind the line on that one.
Check P.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Check.
The RPO, that one is complete.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Nice team.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up with 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Roman Wilson. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Calvin Austin. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, it's Rodgers. A throw there on 2nd down.
So is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive ends. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Neha. And good running on the return. It'll help him out. The ball right around the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Love. This one on target, it's John. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, Wilson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here's Wilson.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. On fourth down, out comes the punter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. This is inside, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Roman Wilson. Incomplete. Wayne Walker on
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, they go with one. And you'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line.
Gary on the tackle. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Press conference. Seemed like the game did not go as planned, or was there even a plan? You need a short memory in the league, and I'm already moved on. You can blame me, but I'll be busy prepping for our next opponent. Cool.
2 months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Packers win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. From there, why don't we go out to the Space City of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is C.J. Stroud. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Texans wind up taking this one by a touchdown. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Josh Palmer. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 43-yard touchdown. The Bills up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
2 and 5. 7 and 1. Jaguars 4 and 3. Texans 2 and 4. Titans 1 and 7. Bills 5 and 2. 2 and 6. Chiefs 1, 2, 3. Chances 5 and 3. 5 and 3. And 4 and 4. And 2 and 5. Packers 5 and 1. And 5 and 2. Vikings 4 and 3. Packers 5 and 3. Panthers 4 and 4. Falcons 3 and 4. Saints 2 and 6. Philadelphia Eagles 6 and 2. Dallas Cowboys 4 and 3 and 1. Washington 3 and 5. Giants 2 and 6. Five and 2. 3, 1, 2. 3 and 7 and 1.
319! 319! Blue 58! Blue 58! Blue 58! 319! Blue 58. Blue 58! Blue 58! 319! Blue 58! 319! Senator! 319! Blue 58! Blue 58! Senator! 319!
Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His team establishing themselves among the league elite at 7-1 here through the first couple of months of the season. On the other sideline, the Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Pittsburgh. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. It might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Daniel Jones sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here an early 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, it's Jones. Right back to Warren again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's up now. Colts, 1st down.
A quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Jones to the air again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, this is Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing is Jones on third down. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first control coming up.
17 yards. That's good for a Colts.
Let's go.
1st and goal. Indianapolis.
They'll run here with Taylor. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Gainwell to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people are looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
Well, we had a chance to meet with him earlier in the week, and as you can probably expect, Mike, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up last week's 4-interception performance. It was still bothering him. He's still trying to move from it, and I think that's the point. The ability to move on from bad games, that's really a testament to playing quarterback in the NFL. You're going to have some struggles, but if those struggles carry over into the next week's game, now we've got a problem.
11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. With the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 18 yards. And to the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Rodgers.
Touchdown!
In the end zone, DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's the 5th touchdown for him of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point of the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. To the left side, taken in by down. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Gun, it's Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. Get about 6 before he's taken down. This is 3rd and 6. To throw is Jones. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for the Colts.
That is caught wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That cat reels it in on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Steelers. 1st down.
319.
1st down for Harry. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown this one. And he's got a half dozen before the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Bosma adds the extra point, and the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Since Chicago 0, Cleveland 7, Minnesota 0, Detroit 0, then Los Angeles 0, Tennessee 7, 3.
We are all square, 14 apiece to score as this one's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at
Denver's the wrong distance there.
Bronco swing. Bronco swing.
Now a play fake. Jones. He'll be beat as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now Jones. Over the middle, he's got one. And a moment down, just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, like especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball is arriving. It'll bring up second down. Into space at the 45. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards. And we still have another half to play. Rodgers on 3rd and 2.
Oh, you should have caught that!
Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Rodgers going up top again. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. And the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons. And if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air and vice versa.
Touchdown!
Touchdown Steelers. His 4th TD grab of the season. And make it 3 in the 1st. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense...
San Francisco 3 New York Giants. Down first, they're all in Houston. Atlanta 7, New England 7.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Working from the run, it's Jones.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
So we got to talk.
Roger on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There's a much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. The throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Hold in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now here's second and goal. Warren. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this.
The big question today is OBJ and I'll tell you why. So keep in mind, $100 for the skin.
Basketball season.
The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter, as they will see what they can do with this third and goal. Oh, maybe a free play, and he'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside. Defense.
And I think they're justified.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers have doubled their advantage. It is on 28-14.
Again, it's the fact that he did not have his mask and he didn't have his tape. And I'm just saying, they decided to keep back into ball 3, and that's the game we got. That's not the big deal. They expect so much, right? It's so much more.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense.
Hey, baby.
For their next possession. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already. As you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming in this weekend. Throwing on first down is Jones. Looking down the field there, but it falls in.
Hey, baby.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Takes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Left side, and is caught by Warren. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds inside
Hey, baby.
the 30. Here's first First and 10. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Jones to throw on second down. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And the Colts, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop up. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Back to throw is Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. His second touchdown of this first half. Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Yes, baby. And then that's starting.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Penalty on Indianapolis.
Incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's Warren. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers head on.
Yeah, Mom, okay, baby. Are you okay, babe?
Second quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Abdullah now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Colts offense ready to take over once again. Jones now on first down. And this one is caught by Pierce. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 31, here comes a second and a yard. Now give running left with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but Not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Colts first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game.
Love you, baby.
He's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early.
I love you, baby.
Feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Shotgun now for Joe. Right back to Warren again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Jones going to hang on to it here, and he'll be met in the back. And drop behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads.
What are you doing, baby?
The play ends up going nowhere.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Love you, baby. Love you, baby.
A first down throw from Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Abdullah now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They try and set up the tight end screen. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Gun. It's over. Running in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's Jones. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Jones keeping this one.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Jones. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball.
And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those high-popping numbers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler 1st down. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will go all the way. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 2nd hit to the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers are going to extend their lead.
Steelers 49, Colts 21. First Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Abdullah now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Working from the gun, it's Jones. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. A design run here with Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Alex Highsmith. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this first half. So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
First down for Aaron. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Throwing, Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will add one more onto their big lead.
Steelers 56, Colts 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Abdullah now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw. It's Jones. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts And a little chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 yards.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing now is Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. Second down, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. He's going to keep it himself. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
First down.
Now they'll set up to throw. A short pass taken in by Warren. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down. Here we go. A gain of 12.
Throwing on first down is Jones.
Daniel Jones sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Hope you all had a happy and safe Halloween. Thanks to those of you who dressed up as the Octobox or the Witching Hour for the holiday. But the calendar now reads November, so let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Rashad Bateman. And this is a touchdown. The Ravens get the W by 2 touchdowns. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Josh Jacobs. He's going to take this one into the end zone. That's touchdown number 11 on the season. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Packers with a 14-10 lead at the half. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's the second-year quarterback, Bo Nix. A 14-yard touchdown pass. The Broncos lead it by a touchdown at the half. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Gainwell to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll bring this to about the 25. That's Mekhi Blackman there for the stop.
2 yards on
Second down, 8 yards to go.
And 8. The 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren.
Jalen Warren, ball carrier. Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. That's a gain of 5.
It's 3rd and 4. The shotgun, it's A-Rob. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. He has been a thorn in the side of the defense all game. That last catch puts him over 200 receiving yards in this one. First and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. From the gun, Rodgers. He's out wide to 1. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long for Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Colts offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that guy.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's got it. Remove the chains. First down at the 47.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Colts. First down.
A quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. 2 yards on the play. First down.
They'll run here with Hill. Taylor loses the football. One of the Steelers has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you.
Remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. The RPO, that one is complete.
Jones pass. Complete to Michael Pittman. A loss of a yard. It's now
It is third and long. Shotgun now for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. The Colts about to kick this one away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
That's good. Steelers.
On first and 10, it's Warren. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
First down.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Rodgers now. He finds Austin with the grab. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete and brings up fourth down.
And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Steelers.
A carry here for Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
First down for Aaron. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. He's got it inside the 5. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score again. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burt of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers stretch things out even further.
63, Colts 21.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Abdullah now to return. Across the 20 and mark on the 22-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And with half the season gone by, time to take a look at some of the candidates at this early stage to bring home the award for the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year. It's a designed run with Jones. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Gun, it's Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline. He's able to extend this drive.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. At it's third down.
Throwing is Jones on third down. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate like in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Zaire Franklin that time. He's there for the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Steelers first down.
Rodgers on first down. He'll air it out down the middle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down. 319. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Warren. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. you know what that does. It opens you up down the field. That passing.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Rodgers.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's got it about the 8, and he's in. Roman Wilson, touchdown Steelers. That's his 2nd TD catch of the season. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. So that's the big one in this offensive onslaught. A little bit of history. 8 passing touchdowns in one game. That's an all-time NFL record for a quarterback. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead.
Colts 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Jones. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's Jones. He'll take a deep shot for down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Allen.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more crafts to score touchdowns.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 319! They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. 319! They'll run the toss with Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Still third down.
So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Jones gonna hang on to it here. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Jones. To the right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's 3rd down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down with them.
There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
58.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
From the
and
34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. 58. And once again, it's Warren. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one.
1st and 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. 18. Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. That's out quickly to Pittman. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Now, Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. The pressure gets there, and down he goes, back inside the 20-yard line. Cameron Hayward. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. The Colts about set to punt, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They are in control of this one, trying to finish it off and snap that 2-game losing streak.
319.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. He dropped this down to Warren. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
4 yards. Nick Ross on the stop. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
58.
Now a handoff to the tight end in the running game. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd down, Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin. Most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line. Help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jalen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Here's Warren, and he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
On for the extra point is Boswell. And he missed it. It's no good. Few things that's gone. So far, so they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense back onto the field for their next possession. Steelers now on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's third down and a few inches. Jones operating out of the pistol. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down there. That'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
way home. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for week number 9. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. From there, why don't we go out to the Space City of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's the second-year quarterback, Bo Nix. A great throw here, back right corner of the end zone, touchdown. The Broncos close out the first half of the season with a victory as they move to 6-3 on the year. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This will wind up a touchdown. The Patriots send their fans home happy as they come away with the victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Fame and fortune aren't reserved for only the quarterbacks. The guys catching the passes get plenty of it too, and he could vault himself into the discussion of the league's best.
319. Flip it down. 319. 319. 319. Flip it down.
welcomes you to the following presentation.